In this video, I'm going to share with you one principle that I believe that if you apply in every single aspect of your life will massively improve your health and give you physical, mental, and spiritual prosperity. Several times in the year, I have a surge of motivation to change something in my life to improve my health. And recently that's been cold showers and intermittent fasting. But as I was doing this, it got me thinking, what is it about all the things that help improve our health all have in common? And I believe I found what that is. And so I'm going to share this with you in this video coming up. Hello and welcome to another video. I am in my back garden because it's such a nice, lovely day today. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Steven Hulme. I'm a chiropractor currently based in the Oxfordshire area. And this video, I want to distill a principle that I do believe that if we apply to every aspect of our life, will give us better health, will maximize our health to give us prosperity, essentially. Because I do believe that we've been created to need certain things that have all been supplied naturally and to use what we've been given, otherwise we end up losing it or losing that particular ability. And what I think that principle is to keep it natural. And I think there's two categories to keeping it natural in regards to our health. And the first one is that we need to give our bodies what it needs naturally. And the second category is that our bodies need to be challenged naturally. So let me just break that down even further. So our bodies, what do our bodies need? The first one and the most obvious one is going to be food. And when it comes to food, we want to keep it natural. And there's a lot of research on what's healthy diets, but when it really comes down to it, often what's the most healthy are the things that are the most natural. So your fruits and your veg and your meats. Now, what makes that even more healthy is when it hasn't been messed around with, so when it hasn't been processed. So you don't want processed meats, you don't want meats that have had antibiotics and hormones that have been pumped into it, and you want the animal to have had a healthy lifestyle. And so ideally you want that animal to have had grass as opposed to grains. And then you want the meat to be as fresh as possible. When it comes to fruit and veg, you don't want fertilizer, artificial fertilizer and pesticides being sprayed all over them. You don't want the soil to be so depleted of nutrients because the soil has had so much stuff grown on them over many, many years. You also want to eat what has been grown as quickly as you can after it's been picked, so it's as fresh as possible. And so I think it's all very simple when we say keep it natural. What else do our bodies need? We need water. So we want water that hasn't had added chemicals. We want good minerals in the water. We also need good quantity and quality of sleep, and we also need sunlight. There has been the notion for a long time that the sun causes cancer, and I think that's led a lot of people to just avoid the sun altogether. And I think it's more dangerous to avoid the sun than to be in the sun. We need the sun for the conversion of vitamin D and many other things, including brain stimulation. I think the research for sun causing cancer is quite weak, and I think the degree in which you would have to be in the sun to cause it would have to be very high. So obviously, this type of thing you want to do in moderation, but sun is, I do believe, very important. Now, we also want to challenge our bodies naturally. And so I think this comes in three realms. You might have heard about this triangle where we've got the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. Starting with the physical, that's the most obvious. We want to use and challenge our muscles, which is typically why people go to the gym or they go for runs or the exercise. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And to keep those muscles healthy, they need to be used. And it's the same with general exercise. We have joints in our bodies. We've been given joints so we can move. But if we don't use them, we lose them. So we need to be moving to stay healthy. And then finally, we have fasting. To deplete your body of food is a way of challenging your body that has amazing physical benefits if done correctly, as well as mental benefits. And by the way, for each of these things that I'm going to go through, I can't go through them that deep in this video, but I will put links to videos, either my videos or other people's videos, where I think they've done a really good job in going deep and giving you more information on this topic so you can learn more about the things that I'm saying. After physical, we have mental, and we want to exercise and stimulate our minds. Our brains work like muscles. If we don't use it, we will lose it. And so one great way of stimulating your mind, keeping your mental health and challenging your mental health is to learn new things. So learning new things is going to activate and stimulate your brain. It's going to get it working. And that's going to then get those areas of the brain strong. Other things you can do is put yourself in temporary stressful situations, such as exposing yourself to cold, like the cold plunge or cold showers. This is part of the principle of cold showers or plunges, is that you're challenging not just your mind actually, but also your body to make yourself stronger. And then lastly, we have spiritual health. I do believe that as humans, we have been created by God and that we are designed to worship God. We have all been designed to worship, and we will inevitably worship something, whether that's money, sex, drugs, food, whatever it may be. But I think the true thing that we've been designed to worship is God. Sorry about that, it actually just started raining just as I started to finish the video. So I just brought it inside just to finish what I was speaking about. So I was speaking about worshiping God, and you may not be a Christian, or you may be of a different religion. That's absolutely fine. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna put a link, and actually you're gonna see a video go up just here of a sermon that I think will be really, really good. This is a sermon that is part of my local church, and the pastor at this church will certainly be able to explain it much better than I can. So if you're interested in developing a relationship with God and finding out more about God, then I really recommend to just give it a watch. You may not have to agree with it, but give it a watch and see maybe what Christianity is about if you don't know much about it, or maybe you're curious. So, and like with everything that I spoke about in this video, I will put links in the description of how you can learn more about each one of them. It may be my video or maybe someone else's video. And as normal, if you like this type of content, then please do subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell. Then you're going to see all the new videos that I release. I'm always open to hearing your suggestions, so please do put them in the comments. I do get an increasingly large amount of comments, and I try to respond to them all, but I don't manage to always do that. However, if you would like to guarantee a response, and you'd like the freedom just to ask me any question at all, I am opening up a membership scheme. You can see more details in regards to that and all the other benefits you can get if you want to be part of that in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you are well, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I will see you on my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.